Hey, 390 Wagon Master here. So, July 19th, 2019, I took my base station down. I've relocated from Washington State to Salt Lake City, Utah. I was going through some of the stuff I had packed away in storage, and I came across my little red buddy here. So I am the original owner of this Magna Force. I ordered this back in '03. This was back in the day when X-Force was, in my opinion, putting out some good product. I got on the phone one afternoon, called Hope, made an order. I wanted a little 2-pill unit. And back then I did a fair amount of single sideband. I was doing AM mostly, but I was still doing some single sideband. I wanted a little 2-pill unit, two 2290s, with a preamp and sideband delay in it. And this is class AB. And yeah, I just wanted a neat little amp. I have not done a thing to this amplifier other than just change the knob. I didn't like the knob that came with it, so like the first day I had it, I just changed the knob. This has been in my Suburban for a few years, and then it became my little bench amp, my little baby driver. And back in my old location, I couldn't really run any power anyway, even though I lived out in the country. I owned an RV park, and I had 30 RVs out in my front yard. So anytime I'd try to bring something online that was really powerful, I'd start getting into RVs, which kind of sucked. But this one did not do that. So I ran this for years on my base station. And yeah, this is a neat little piece. It's all original, like I said. I took the screws off of it here so I can easily pop the top off and show you guys this. But so basically, we got the on-off switch, single sideband delay. This is AM sideband, and my preamp and variable output. And in about this 3 o'clock-ish position is where it's been most of its life. And I've used this on several radios on the bench, base stations, mobiles, and stuff. And I've got this to where I averaged about 32 watts. RMS, and when I would read it on peak reading, I would get anywhere from about 170 to about 200, 205, kind of depending on what radio I drove it with. That was in PEP mode. That was with a Bird 43 meter and a dummy load. But overall, it's been a very clean little amp. I also like the preamp in this. The preamp in this was very nice. I know a lot of you guys out there don't dig preamps, but I originally wanted this in my Suburban, and I wanted a little bit of preamp action just in case I needed it, although I rarely ever used it. All right, let's take a look inside. Okay, so we got the lid off, and here's what she looks like. It's not pretty inside, like I say. It's been around, and it's always been in line. So I've got a lot of dust and crud that came through the top. But yeah, that's what she looks like. The original pills are in there, the original 2290s. This is all original. Never had any issues with this. Probably, I mean, I've owned a lot of amps, especially a lot of mobile amplifiers. This has probably been the most dependable amplifier I've ever had. Straight up. No bull. So, I know people slam an X-Force, and that may be the new X-Force of today, but these old X-Forces were pretty nice. And yeah, I really liked it. I've had zero issues, other than the light burned out in the on-off switch. Another thing I like about this amp is, well, first, I dig the color, although it's faded now quite a bit, but this was beautiful first 5 years or so of its life. This is dated 7/30 of 2003. Like I said, I just got on the phone. I talked to Hope, and I'm just like, hey, I want a little baby 2-pill, two 2290s, preamp, single sideband. This is what I got. I'm into this. I believe I paid about $240 or so with shipping and everything, which was pretty good value, I believe. I like this fan. So what they do on this one is they actually pressurize the cabinet, but they're sucking in cold air from behind right here. And we've got our little gap here. That's about, what is that, an inch and a quarter from the face. So the air comes in from back here, goes along the heat sink, comes up here, and then is exhausted from this fan. And I really like the way they did that. Yeah, I like the way they did that fan setup because this runs at a third speed when you just turn the amp on and it's cold. And then, of course, as the fresh air is drawn in through the bottom, comes up through here, the warm air is exhausted. And then this fan with that little heat sensing device runs faster. And then so when the amplifier gets warm, this fan's running at, half, three-quarters, and full speed. And then as you back off of it or stop talking, this fan will slow itself down on its own, and then it just it runs nice and quiet. So anyway, I really like that. I look forward to the day when I can put this little sucker back on my bench. But anyway, there's my little Magna Force 200. Thanks for watching, you guys. And leave questions or comments down below.
Listen to me now and believe me later. I'll be back.